Welcome back to another edition of Taping Your Twig with Savard. Tonight, I'm going to show you how to do the Panarin Tape Job. I'm also going to show you how the greatest player to ever play the game, Wayne Gretzky, taped his stick and the secret to how he put the powder on the blade. So first off, we're going to go into the Panarin Tape Job. I'm going to show everybody, our onlookers, on how it's done. So he takes his blade like this. He takes a roll, preferably of thick block. I think only thing you can use is thick block. Take a yay big piece, break it off, and what you're going to do is you're going to place it along the blade. Now the key is to be about a ½ an inch up from the bottom of the blade to leave that nice clear piece down there. And now we're just going to press that down nicely like that. So there's a little bit enough that the tape's not going to touch the ice, and it's going to sit above the plastic there. Then you're going to flip it over on the back side and do likewise. You're going to take the tape again, break another piece off, come down the blade, stay just a bit off of the ground. Now the reason why I'm staying off of here is when you're on the ice, like I'm saying, and you're dragging it around, this isn't going to lift off. It's going to stay down flat. Now the whole purpose of this is to have a lighter tape job. It's to have the stick feeling light in your hands and not a lot of tape on it. So after you do that, you've got your two pieces, one on each side, very tight. You can rub it down a bit. You're going to grab your tape, thin white again. I like the thin white on this one because you can get it really close together and you can put the tape right tight to each other. So what we're going to do is go as close to the toe as you want. Now, your options are unlimited here. You can come here, start here, or start way down. I like to just do a bit. It's a tape job I've been going with lately. I've really enjoyed it. Now, I like to go do the first lap around and keep it tight again. Remember that last segment, tight was one of our key words, keeping the tape tight. That's how you get a nice tape job, and it'll stay on there longer. So we're gonna go around here. We're doing it tight again. Tight on this side. Tight on this side. Tight on this side. Keep it tight. Tight here. And I like to go right off the end. Right off the end with my last piece. Boom. Voila. So we got that nice and tight. Pull that back. And now I'm gonna take our friendly scissors again here. Remember, what I told you guys last segment, this could make or break a tape job, the trimming of the toe. So again, sharp scissors, keep it tight, boom. There you have it. You have your Panarin tape job, one that I've been using a lot lately. Very cool. Now the reason you put black here and not white is to match the stick color, okay? If you had an all white stick, which they come now, you could do white here and a black toe, which looks pretty cool too. But that's what Panarin's been using. It's his tape job. I've stolen it off him and I'm loving every minute of it. So that's the Panarin tape job. Next, the greatest player to ever play the game. Now I was fortunate enough back in my time to play with him. And this is from his last game ever played at Madison Square Garden. Each player, I wore number 33. I know, not a great number. I was given it. Didn't want to say a word. I was a rookie. But this is the last game that he ever played. He gave everybody that was in the lineup that night a twig, and it was game used. So everybody got one. And if you look at his knob here, the Jack Gripper, a staple of Gretzky's, never taped his knob, just slid this on. He didn't even slide it on. Actually, his trainers did it for him, which is very nice. But there you can see Wayne Stick. And this is the last company. He bought this company, Hespler, and these were the last sticks that he used. But for now, for this segment, I'm going to show you his tape job on a Warrior stick, because that's what I have available to me is a Warrior stick. So we're going to use this Warrior. Now, if you come back in here close, I'm going to show you. He had an awkward start. I say awkward because I've never seen a guy tape his stick like this. This is how he started his tape job. Very awkward. He used to cross it in the front. I mean, you can't argue with the greatest player to play the game. He used to cross in the front like that, come down to the heel, and then he would start it from the heel. And now another thing he did as well, which I don't have or you can't find anywhere anymore, is two-way tape. It was sticky on both sides. Another word for it was called Gordie Howe tape. So Gretzky, again, would tape his stick like this, always black tape. And we'll get into that after because I've had a lot of questions on why do you use white tape, Marc? Anyway, so Gretzky used to come all the way down, and he used to always leave the toe. He liked to leave the toe open a bit, really wide open, and he would finish like this, and he would come across the back of the blade too as well, and he'd cut it off across the top like this. I know that because I sat beside him a couple times and watched him do it. Now, we'll stay with it. The secret to Gretzky growing up. I was one of those kids because Gretzky was my idol, and when I was a kid, I'm like, just dumping the powder to it, dousing it, looked all spread out until I got to play with the great one. You get to learn some things, and here's one of his tricks. Kids out there, take a bottle of baby powder like this. What a easy secret. Get a big white sock like this. This is what Gretz did. Took the baby powder, flipped it upside down, dropped it to the bottom of the sock like that. Of course, you got to undo that lid in there. And now what we're going to do is take the stick, get the powder out, and all you do, powder's coming out here, you're just going to rub it on. So let's get some more powder out, rub it on. Here it comes more. And that's how he came out with his perfectly spread powder jobs on his sticks. So that's how Gretz did it. He would do it all over, boom, and he would do this himself. I witnessed it. He would do it himself like this. I tried to do it for a couple of years too beside him, but it took too much heat for it, so I stopped doing it. But anyway, this is how he did it. For all you guys out there that are watching, that is how the greatest player ever did his sticks. Beautiful, tight, everything's nice, perfect tape job. So, today we were able to show you the Panarin and the Gretzky. And if this goes well again, I will be back with maybe a little Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, or I'll take a couple of your suggestions and we'll go from there. Thanks for having me.